welcome back to my channel. And before we get started, click that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, give me a huge thumbs up. And today, we're gonna be reading a book. Okay? And what book shall we read today? Okay? Let's see what book we shall read. So let me see. Got Sesame Street. No, today we're reading The Best Seat in Second Grade. This is also an AR. Listen closely. Here I go. The Best Seat in Second Grade. By Karen Kenya. Pictures by Abby Carter. Okay. Okay. Hamster helper. Sam had the best seat in second grade. He sat in the back of the room 75. He did not sit near the globe or the dinosaur models or the paper pioneer fort. Sam sat beside George Washington. George Washington. This is an interesting book. George Washington was small and round and the color of honey. And he sneezed. George Washington was a hamster. Sam loved George Washington more than anything else at school. George Washington was Sam's favorite subject. Sam's teacher, Miss Hopper, asked who knows something about lava. It pops out volcanoes, said Sam. The way George Washington pops out his nest, and someone in the front row giggled. Good answer, said Miss Hopper. Okay. Every Monday, Miss Hopper picked a new hamster helper. The hamster helper got to feed George Washington. The hamster helper got to make toys out of boxes and tubes. The hamster got to play with George Washington. The hamster helper got to play with George Washington. Yeah. Please, please, oh please, Sam groaned. Pick me. He crossed his fingers and held his breath. Miss Hopper reached into the ball of names. Magul, he said. You are a new hamster helper. Oh boy, said Magul. Oh no, said Sam. It's never my turn. Sam was tired of waiting to be the hamster helper. He was sure George Washington was tired of his cage. Sam wanted to show George Washington the world outside of room 75. Don't forget, Miss Hopper reminded his class tomorrow. Our is Tomorrow is our trip to the Science Museum. Bring your coats, bring lunches, bring persimmon slips, bring. Sam decided to bring something extra. Okay? Sam was tired of waiting to be the... Oops, I messed up. I forgot to turn the page. Chapter 2, Pocket Rider. The Science Museum was busy and bright. The crowd and crowded. Stay in your groups, called Mr. Hopper. The animal sticker on your name tag will tell you which group you are in. Grasshoppers stick together, frogs stick together, dolphins stick together. We don't want anyone to get lost. Okay? We don't want anyone to get lost. Yeah, that's good. Because they need to stick together, not get lost and stuff. Sam said, Nina, where is your name tag? In my coat, I replied. He reached deep into his pocket and patted George Washington. Sam looked at the sticker on his name tag. I am a grasshopper. Good, said Nina. I am too. The grasshopper and frogs and dolphins hang up their coats. It's warm in here. I can't take off. Why won't you take off your coat? I can't. Sam said quickly. I might catch a cold. George Washington sneezed. Hurry up, called Sexy. We are going to the star show at the planetarium. Sam followed the other grasshoppers. He walked slowly and kept his hands over his pocket. I'm fixing to end this video. I'm going to stop at chapter 3. Let me see. Yeah, definitely chapter 3. The planetarium was round and dark. The class wiggled and waited in rows of seats. When the first star twinkled above, Sam took out George Washington out of his pocket. Make a wish, he whispered. George Washington sneezed. No one noticed George Washington. Okay. That's good. When grasshoppers wrinkled through the tunnel, George Washington's whiskers flew backwards. When grasshoppers made funny faces in front of funny mirrors, George Washington looked in a furry beach ball. Huge eyes. No one noticed George Washington. Okay. This is a good book so far. The grasshoppers climbed through a giant seashell. They peered homes of the future. They poked and laughed at bubbles or blasts. George Washington watched and listened and sneezed. Oh, whatever. Okay, this is a good book. I'm gonna move to a table. But really, I'm about to end this video and make a part 2. I got a few more chapters left. I got a lot more, including the grasshoppers and stuff. So, okay, so I just turned on the light. Finally, Ollie sat on a bench. I can't walk another step, he said. I'm hungry, said Nina. I'm thirsty, said Miguel. Me too, grumbled Sophie. Sam did not want to eat much. George Washington might smell something yummy and pop right out of his pocket. I'll catch up with you later, Sam said as he dashed up down the hall. Good book. Can't say anything like a good book. So here's Sam. Okay, I can't get this better. There's Sam, and here is them groaning. Okay? And then, so, can't get this situated, but there, if you couldn't see that well. I'm totally about to end this video. Sam, Nina called, where are you going? Grasshoppers are supposed to stick together. And that's the last one in chapter, in chapter, this is the last one in chapter 2, yeah. So, we're going to end right there. And remember, this is the basic in 2nd grade. And remember to stay tuned because I'm making a second part. Goodbye. And I want y'all to subscribe so I can make more videos. Goodbye.